Even if you're doing everything right, your body over 45 starts losing strength in ways most people don't notice until it's too late. The good news? You don't need to spend hours at the gym or lift heavy weights to fight this. In just a few minutes a day, with the right foods on your plate, you can naturally rebuild your muscles, protect your strength, and feel stronger than you have in years. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 specific foods that can do exactly that. Foods that seniors can use to stay muscular and energized without exhausting workouts. As we get older, staying strong becomes more challenging than it was in our 30s. What used to work, short workouts, a simple protein shake, or even just eating healthy, often stops giving results once we hit 45 and beyond. Muscles shrink, recovery slows, and everyday tasks like carrying groceries or climbing stairs start to feel harder. It's frustrating, and it can make anyone feel like their body is betraying them. But here's the thing, losing strength isn't inevitable. The secret isn't just more gym time or forcing yourself to lift heavier weights. It's about giving your body the exact nutrients it needs to repair and rebuild muscle naturally. With the right approach to nutrition, you can maintain your strength, protect your mobility, and even feel more energetic than you have in years. Today, we're going to focus on something simple, practical, and completely achievable. 3 powerful foods that seniors can eat to keep muscles strong without exhausting hours at the gym. These aren't trendy superfoods or expensive supplements. They're everyday foods that your body craves to stay healthy and resilient. The first problem we need to understand is called sarcopenia, which is the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that happens as we age. It's silent and sneaky. At first, you might not notice it. But over time, simple tasks like lifting a grocery bag, climbing stairs, or even getting up from a chair start to feel heavier and more tiring. Take Robert, for example. He's 57, works out 4 times a week, eats what he believes is a healthy diet, and takes protein shakes regularly. Yet he noticed that despite all his effort, his arms weren't getting stronger, and he felt fatigued more quickly during his workouts. He was doing everything right, but his muscles weren't responding the way they used to. This is where most people get frustrated and start believing that losing strength is inevitable. They think more gym time or more protein is the answer, but the truth is, the body after 45 works differently. Hormonal changes, like lower growth hormone and testosterone levels, slow down muscle repair. Recovery takes longer, inflammation increases, and your muscles don't grow as quickly even with the same effort. Many seniors fall into the trap of overtraining, believing that heavy lifting or long hours in the gym will reverse the problem. Others rely on high doses of protein powders, thinking more is better. But excessive protein without the right nutrients, or pushing the body too hard, often does little to stop muscle loss, and can even make recovery harder. The real challenge isn't just working harder. It's understanding that your body needs a combination of the right nutrition, proper timing, and manageable exercise. Without addressing these underlying issues, the muscles will continue to weaken, leaving you frustrated and stuck, no matter how disciplined you are. And that's exactly why today we're going to focus on what your muscles truly need. The 3 foods that can rebuild strength naturally, safely, and effectively for seniors over 45. So, what's really causing muscle loss as we age? The answer may surprise you. It's not just exercise, and it's not just age. The real culprit is a lack of essential nutrients that your muscles need to repair, rebuild, and stay strong. Without these key compounds, your muscles are literally starved of the building blocks they need, no matter how often you work out. Research from the Journal of Aging and Nutrition has shown that seniors who consume a diet rich in high-quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and collagen-supporting nutrients maintain up to 40% more muscle mass than those who don't. Yet most everyday diets, even those that seem healthy, miss one or more of these critical ingredients. Here's the problem. You might be eating chicken, eggs, or protein shakes daily and thinking your muscles are well fed. But these foods alone often lack certain compounds like leucine, the amino acid that directly triggers muscle synthesis, or the omega-3s that reduce inflammation and improve recovery. In other words, your muscles may not be getting the nutrients they actually need to grow. This is why so many people hit frustrating plateaus. You're doing everything right, but your diet is incomplete for your body's changing needs. It's also why seniors often struggle more with recovery, stiffness, or instead, you can feed your muscles exactly what they crave through simple, natural foods that are easy to include in your daily routine. In the next section, we're going to reveal the 3 essential foods that seniors over 45 can use to rebuild strength naturally, protect their muscles, and feel stronger than they have in years. These aren't trendy superfoods. They're everyday, nutrient-dense options that pack a serious punch for muscle health. Now that we understand the problem, it's time to focus on the solution. The good news is that rebuilding strength doesn't require hours at the gym or expensive supplements. Instead, the key lies in 3 powerful, nutrient-dense foods that seniors can eat to naturally support muscle growth and recovery. The first food is wild-caught salmon. Salmon is packed with high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids, which do more than just support heart health. Omega-3s reduce inflammation in muscles and joints, improve recovery, and actually help stimulate muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to rebuild muscle. For best results, aim to eat salmon at least twice a week, preferably grilled or baked, and avoid overcooking to preserve the delicate fatty acids. A common mistake is eating it sporadically or relying on farmed salmon, which has lower nutrient content. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 62-year-old retiree. She added salmon to her meals 3 times a week, and within 6 weeks, she noticed her arms were firmer. Her stamina had improved, and climbing stairs no longer left her exhausted. The second food is Greek yogurt. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is rich in whey protein, which is one of the most effective proteins for building muscle. It's also high in calcium, which supports bone strength, and contains probiotics that help improve digestion so your body can absorb more nutrients. The ideal time to eat Greek yogurt is in the morning, or as a post-lunch snack. A cup with a handful of berries or nuts makes a complete muscle-supporting meal. John, a 58-year-old office worker, swapped his afternoon chips for Greek yogurt. Within a month, he experienced less joint stiffness and noticed that light exercises felt easier. The mistake most people make is choosing flavored or sweetened yogurts, which can spike sugar levels and reduce the benefits. Finally, the third food is collagen-rich bone broth. Bone broth might seem old-fashioned, but it's packed with collagen, glycine, and minerals that directly support muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Collagen helps maintain the structural integrity of muscle tissue, which is vital for strength, mobility, and recovery. Drinking a cup daily, ideally in the evening or before bed, gives your body the building blocks it needs to repair tissues while you sleep. Sarah, a 65-year-old yoga enthusiast, replaced her evening snack with bone broth. After 8 weeks, she noticed her muscles felt firmer, her joint soreness decreased, and balancing poses became easier. Many seniors skip this because it seems simple or old-fashioned, but it's one of the most effective ways to support muscles naturally. By combining these 3 foods, salmon, Greek yogurt, and bone broth, with light, consistent exercise, you create a nutrient-rich foundation that your muscles can actually use to rebuild and stay strong. No more wasted hours at the gym. No more relying solely on powders or shakes. Just simple, natural foods that make a real difference. Now that we've covered the foods that can rebuild your strength, it's just as important to understand what can silently sabotage your muscles. Many seniors don't realize that certain habits, even ones that seem harmless, can undermine all their hard work. First, avoid processed and fried foods. These are loaded with unhealthy fats, sugars, and additives that spike inflammation in your body. Inflammation isn't just uncomfortable, it actively breaks down muscle tissue and slows recovery. Even if you exercise regularly and eat healthy the rest of the time, indulging in these foods can undo weeks of progress. Second, don't skip meals. When your body goes too long without fuel, it goes into a catabolic state, meaning it starts breaking down muscle for energy. Breakfast, lunch, and balanced snacks aren't just for calories. They provide the nutrients your muscles need to stay strong and repair themselves. Skipping meals may seem like a shortcut for weight control, but for seniors, it's a direct path to muscle loss. Third, be careful with protein powders and supplements. While they can help fill gaps, taking them incorrectly or relying on them exclusively won't build real muscle. Many people take huge scoops at the wrong times without pairing them with essential nutrients and see minimal results. Overdoing it can even stress your kidneys or lead to fat gain. The truth is, these mistakes are where most seniors unknowingly sabotage their strength. You can eat salmon, Greek yogurt, and bone broth. Staying strong after 45 isn't about spending hours in the gym or taking every protein shake on the market. It's about feeding your muscles the right nutrients consistently, combining them with manageable, light exercise, and avoiding habits that quietly sabotage your progress. The three foods we covered, wild-caught salmon, Greek yogurt, and collagen-rich bone broth, are powerful tools that can rebuild your muscles, reduce inflammation, and improve recovery naturally. Here's a bonus tip. Pairing these foods with simple, daily resistance exercises, like wall push-ups, chair squats, or light resistance bands, can amplify muscle growth without overloading your body. Even just a few minutes a day can make a noticeable difference when combined with the right nutrition. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these foods have you been neglecting? Have you noticed changes in your strength, energy, or mobility? Drop your experiences in the comments below. I read every single one and love seeing how small changes make a big impact. And before you go, make sure to watch our next video, where we'll reveal a surprising 3-minute trick that seniors can use to turbocharge their strength and muscle growth naturally. It's a method that most people over 45 have never heard of, and it could completely change how you think about aging and fitness. Thanks for watching. Eat smart, move wisely, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.